It was an historic night on the Big Island as the people exercised their rights, even their civic responsibility, at the voting booth, helping to choose the local and national leaders that will represent them. The state of Hawaii was in line with the rest of the nation in regards to the president. The Aloha State voted by 70.2% to put its beloved Barack Obama back into the White House. The race had been called even before the first printout of local results was produced on the islands. The president gave his acceptance speech in Chicago.
These arguments we have are a mark of our liberty.
In Keaukaha, supporters of Mayor Billy Kenoi watched the moment on TV as they awaited the arrival of their man heading over from Kona. Baron Sakia of Hawaii 24/7 spent time with Kenoi at his West Hawaii headquarters that night.
Did you feel anxious tonight?
Absolutely. Any candidate during a campaign, you never really know till the final numbers come out. And we didn't do any polling. We just relied on the primary numbers. And our goal was very simply just work hard every day, high energy, very positive.
During the primary, Kenoi stayed in Kona until the first numbers came in, but not this time. Once again, the state ran late. At least 21 polling places on the island of Oahu ran out of paper ballots, according to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Hundreds of voters were in long lines and had long waits.
Yeah, we just heard that, and it's unfortunate, of course. I always hear from people in Hilo or East Hawaii always saying, why do you take so long to get here? You know, the kupunas have gone home or it's late. And I say, you know what, we're one island, one community. I have to be in West Hawaii, and it doesn't make any sense to leave West Hawaii until we get that first printout.
Officials blamed higher than expected turnouts at some precincts and incorrect estimates about how many ballots were needed. In Hawaii County, where the state took over election duties here at the old state building in Hilo, things went off without any big delays or problems.
It has been going very well. We have got good workers coming in here at the counting center, and we also have excellent workers at the polling places. The County of Hawaii has stepped up with all of their wonderful workers, and they're there to assist the voters, and the precincts are working very hard, as well as the control center and the counting center people, to get all the ballots counted.
And this was the scene at the state building on Tuesday morning in the wee hours before dawn.
All right, we'll see when you get back.
The wheels of the election process were set in motion as ballots were gathered up and taken to different precincts around the island. You may recall similar video filmed on the morning of the primary vote when workers appeared confused in the hours before various island polling places opened late.
From the last time we knew what else to do, but now be free.
This was the first phase of delivery and collection. In August, it was run out of the county building where it is normally done. On this election day, we saw many of the same faces.
Thanks, guys. Have fun. I don't know about have fun. I hope we get fun.
However, the process seemed more organized.
And 0403.
All the polling places opened on time. There have been a few minor problems. The problems that we've had were easily fixed. We sent a troubleshooter out to assist, or the precinct figured out a way to work with it to get the job done. So the precincts have really come through once again for this general election. The county is assisting with help logistically if we need it. They have the absentee mail ballots that they're still processing that we need to receive from them. They're also assisting us on telephone calls with voter registration information that has to be done at the polling place, or if a person wants to go in and vote at the polling place instead of their absentee ballot, then the county would take care of that for us and allow the person to vote in the polling place. As far as I know, everybody's been on the same page. I haven't heard any complaints from her, and I don't have any complaints on my side.
In Puna, polling places opened up right on time, and voters cast their ballot for their favorite candidates without a hitch.
The morning rush. The primary was a little bit more hectic, but everything's going very smooth right now.
No real problems. All of our supplies arrived on time and in the boxes as we need them, and we've had no problems. It's very good so far. Much better than the primary. Primary, we had several problems. Communication with control center and things not arriving in the boxes, that all the equipment that gets delivered at first thing in the morning. So it's been very good this time.
And I know it's still kind of early. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. How's the voter turnout been?
It's been very good. We've had a brisk turnout. We've been busy, and the amendments are slowing things down a little bit, but people are going through quite well.
Things went well in Waikoloa. On election night, the entire state building was transformed into an elections office as ballot boxes were received from the closed precincts, tallied and organized. The problems may have been on Oahu, but the resulting delays were statewide, similar to what happened in the primary with Hawaii County's problems. Videographer Tim Bryan caught up with County Clerk Jame Kawauchi on the sidelines here in Hilo on general election night, sharing her thoughts.
Well, in every election, as in every government project, the public is always the priority. So what's most important is to make sure that voters get to vote, every vote counts, and to ensure that that process occurs so that the public has an opportunity to cast a vote and to make its voice known in an election.
How do you feel personally, though?
We're here to support the state. We've been doing that as much as we could today in the general election here in Hawaii County, and that's really our role, government supporting government. So we work as well together as we possibly can, and that's really what our role is. So our job today is to support the state, and we're hoping that the state has, accomplished what it needed to make sure that every vote counted today.
Mm-hmm. But on a personal level, do you feel any sense of vindication or?
Well, no. I mean, my position is that in the job as a county employee, personal feelings are not what's important. What's important is the job that's done for the public. So, in my opinion, I'm again wanting to make sure that the proper purpose and objective is fulfilled, which is to make sure that every vote is counted, every voter has an opportunity to have their vote cast, every vote is counted, and that's the main goal for all of us, myself and the staff, and for the county.
Bryan was also with candidate Harry Kim when the first numbers came in, showing a startlingly close race for the mayor's seat.
Obviously it's a little disappointing, but I don't know what percentage represents of the whole, but we're still obviously going to be very hopeful in the outcome and see what happens, because it's about 1,000 votes. That's well within reach, obviously.
Mayor Kanoi was on the Saddle Road en route to his East Hawaii headquarters when he got the word, a look of concern on his face when he got to Hilo.
Waited a little while for those first results, got them coming over the saddle.
We were with the mayor when the second printout was issued. The race became even closer, with both candidates nearly splitting the vote half and half. When the third printout came showing the final results, Kanoi was on top. But the mayor was still nervous about celebrating. He wanted the official confirmation. When radio personality DC Darren Carlson revealed that Harry Kim conceded the race to Kanoi. It was time for the mayor to celebrate in Hilo.
Harry just conceded. He conceded.
So how was it tonight watching all those results roll in?
Painful. It was, a good campaign, a good race, but ultimately, Mayor Kanoi retained his seat as mayor. We congratulate him, and it was a good campaign on their part.
So you did speak to the mayor already?
No, not yet. I haven't had a chance. I will call him.
Got anything you want to say to your supporters out there? All your volunteers?
Oh, God, what can you say, I hurt for them, I really do. They really believed in, what we were trying to push. I'm obviously sorry it turned out this way. just to say thank you is so inadequate at this point. I guess the best thing to say is I love them all. I love them for what they did.
Our job now is make sure we all come together as one island, one community. You know, there is no them guys and us guys. It's just all of us guys together. When we said together we can, we meant all of us together. When we said we, it means everyone. Regardless of your vote, regardless of your community, regardless of your district, regardless of where you stand. We're all one community. When we said can, we mean we're going to get things done. People have given us an incredible opportunity to do wonderful things for this island of Hawaii, for the people of island of Hawaii. I promise just as hard as we've worked, all of us have worked these last 4 years, more importantly, how hard we've worked in this campaign.